So the epilogue just annoyed me and made me frustrated. Like, you think after everything, the main character saving his life after the fight with the main character's teacher's rival, that everything would be perfectly fine. There wouldn't be any issues. No, the Melly decides he wants the main character to realize his feelings for him, but not taking it the normal way a normal person would do it. Instead, he decides to be cold, indifferent, rude to the main character. He ignores the main character after the main character literally saved his life and was making medicines for him and taking care of him. He decides that's the way he's going to make the main character realize his feelings. His second disciple's like, what happens if this causes the main character to have nothing to do with you anymore and is angry at you? I mean, he's forgiven you for so much stuff, yet you do this. Like, this makes me so annoyed. Like, dude, he's forgiven you after you sold him to a literal rapist for a fucking sword. Yet you're gonna do this? You're gonna be cold, indifferent to him, ignore him, and be rude because you want him to realize his feelings? F you. Like, come on. Be a normal person and romance him like a normal person would. Like, I get it. It'd been hard for him to realize his feelings, but he was getting there. I mean, he freaked out almost at the idea of you dying. But no, you're gonna have to hire other people and be rude to him. Like, no, I told you, if you made him hurt again, made him sad again, like, yes, the main character wasn't fully sad, like, he even went around asking questions. Like, he was freaking out to the point he was literally grabbing at the male lead and kissed the male lead because the male lead was ignoring him and being so rude to him, and it freaked him out. And he had no choice but to admit his feelings then and there because the male lead didn't give him a choice. Like, the male lead was outright gonna ignore him and abandon him. And the main character freaked out and kissed him. Like, come on. Instead of making that feel like bump, oh my god, this is romantic, it made me just so sad and frustrated for the main character, especially after everything he's went through because of the male lead. But the male lead continues to bullshit. Like, seriously. Why? Also, we don't get a spicy scene at all. We see what leads up to the spicy scene, their smoochiness, and what happens afterwards. But what happens afterwards was so freaking cute. I've seen fan art for it, and I was really hoping it would have actually been in the book, and it was. It's in one of the extras. But yes, the main character's so embarrassed after they do it that he hides. He hides under their blankets. And the male lead had to tease him out of it about underwear. But yeah, the main character was trying to full-on hide from the male lead after everything they did. Like, so precious, so adorable. Just like in Heaven's Official Blessing and Scum Saving System, we get to see the main character turn into a child. Now, in those two series, it was the male lead that turned into a child, but the main character turned into a child. And technically doesn't turn into a child. He switches places with his child self. His child self is basically being spoiled and pampered by everyone in the sack and by the male lead, and the male lead having a grand time teasing him, but even having a hard time teasing him because the main character cries easily as a child. But the main character gets to have some more moments with his teacher, his father figure. Like, his father figure recognizes him easily, believes him when the main character tells him who he is. They go out to a festival together. His teacher buys him a bunny lantern, which the main character takes with him. And I was so happy for the main character getting a second opportunity with his teacher. Like, he cares for his teacher so much. And you just know how great of a man this man was for the main character to endear himself to him so much. Look how cute that lantern is. Also, the main character, when he was a child, loved a bunny rabbit stuffy so much that he'd carry it around with him, and his teacher was the one who got it for him. Like, the relationship was so precious. So some of the extras, they actually happen, I'm pretty sure correctly, happens after Peerless, after the emperor and empress who leads had led the rebellion, took the throne from the past emperor. In this book, they, are still emperor and empress and Peerless. Well, in the extras, they're not anymore emperor and empress. One of their children, the one who was kidnapped by the street rat, and then was held as hostage and then killed his kidnapper. Yes, he's the one who takes over the throne, and the main character, Emily, they were wary at the idea of him taking the throne. They didn't think he needed to take the throne, or he was right for the throne. Like, he's not really that great. Like, yes, he's intelligent, he's skillful, but he's also kind of too much in his own head. I don't know how to explain it, but let's just say him taking the throne was not wise, because the extras show what happens after he takes the throne and their kingdom falters. The once brilliant kingdom under the ruling of his parents falter and fall under his power. Like, he did not make a wise leader. And the main character despises that, because out of all the decisions, the Emperor and Empress made, they were so brilliant, so wise. Yet when it came to picking their heir, they faltered, they failed. They picked the wrong heir. Like, it was so sad, because we know in Peerless how good and wise the Emperor and Empress was. The story even brags in, even in this one, it brags about how good they are as rulers, but when it came to choosing their heir, they faltered, they failed, and it's so tragic and sad.